Hey, what's going on?
Oh, nothing. How are you today?
Good. Just want to see if you guys may be interested in buying that.
Okay. Do you mind if I make sure it's clear really quick?
Nah, it's empty. I cleared it right before I came in, but there you go. Is that a bullet?
That was a bullet.
I just cleared it.
Hi, how are we doing today?
Not too bad. I have some questions for you. Do you guys take shirts?
Yes, we do.
Okay, well, I have...
Please don't.
No, it's okay. It's bad. I have a couple questions for you. Okay, do you guys have guns now?
We do.
Okay, well, I have a gun here, and...
Oh, please don't answer your weapon.
No, it's okay. It's unloaded. It's way clear. And...
Hey guys, Steve from Top Guns again.
And I'm Jennifer.
We wanted to take a little bit of time and discuss an issue that's kind of present in gun shops throughout the US, but it doesn't get discussed quite enough. And that is the issue of people coming in with loaded weapons. It's not that we would ever discourage anyone from carrying a loaded weapon. In fact, we encourage anyone that's licensed and legal to carry and is responsible to carry their weapon. However, the issue becomes when they decide it's time to pull it out, and really not for a good reason. The only reason you should be pulling your weapon out really anywhere, in particular a gun shop, would be if you're saving someone's life. So if there's a threat present and you are coming to assist someone, then we greatly appreciate anything you are there to do to help us. However, in the instance where you simply want to know, hey, do you have a holster for this gun, or can you put night sights on this gun, or whatever other reason you can find to pull your weapon out, I would tell you, if you don't have to look very far, especially in today's media, to find accidental discharges. In many cases, it's with law enforcement officers. So we would say that this is a rule that applies to everyone across the board, because accidents happen no matter how much training you've had. Whether you're military, law enforcement, civilian who's had a lot of hours of training, whether you work in a gun shop or don't work in a gun shop, we hold ourselves to the same standard. The employees at Top Guns all know that we don't pull out our weapons for any reason at all. Even if someone says, hey, I would like to look at your weapon or your holster, the fact of the matter is, if we don't have it somewhere else in the store, then we simply are going to miss out on a sale, because we're not pulling out our loaded weapon just for the purpose of making a sale. And we would certainly appreciate the same courtesy on the other side of the counter, where the patrons of the shops would exercise the same restraint and say, you know what, I respect the establishment and I find no reason to pull my weapon out, or I don't have a good reason to pull my weapon out. And just be safe, man. Keep it in your holster. You know, sometimes what we find is a person, in some cases, has walked in and said, hey, I read your sign up front, and I know you're not supposed to pull your weapon out in the store, and they reach back and they pull their weapon out. And once again, no one is above that rule. It's a rule, and it goes for all gun shops. I'm sure that I speak for every gun shop out here when I say we're all uncomfortable when anyone, and I do mean anyone, pulls their weapon out in the store if it's loaded. Now, the next phase is the person who walks in and simply doesn't know they have a loaded weapon. So that's almost even worse, because there's a person that's coming in and they say, oh, it's unloaded, I need a holster for this, and as soon as we take it and clear it, a round pops out of the chamber. We've actually started a collection, and this is just within the last maybe 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. So this is what we've collected in just a short period of time, of rounds that have popped out of someone's chamber, and we wanted to start just bringing it to the table and letting people become more aware of just how big of an issue it is. We're asking and encouraging everyone to please keep your weapons holstered when you're in a gun store. You know, Jennifer's been here now for maybe just a little over a year, and quite frankly was new to firearms when she entered into the industry and started working here. How often have you seen it happen in the year that you've been here?
Multiple times. And once or twice, even in the same week, people have just, hey, can I get a holster for this? Or it really makes you uncomfortable, whether it's loaded or not, even just the fact that they're sweeping you with their chamber.
Yeah, she brings up a good point. I didn't mention that, and that is something that does happen a lot, is people will sweep, whether it's our patrons or us, the employees, and they'll take their muzzle and sweep across the room. And it's something that you just cannot take lightly. You know, we have enough bad press, and we have enough of the liberals trying to take our rights away from us. The last thing we need is to give them more ammunition, so to speak, to fight against or fight in favor of gun laws and gun restrictions. So, you know, you're doing everyone a disservice when you're putting us all at jeopardy to increase the stats of accidental discharges, negligent discharges, and quite frankly, just making people feel uneasy when you're doing it. You know, hey, we're basically asking for your help out here. Please, please, please keep your weapons holstered when you're in the shop, not just our shop, but anyone's shop. Also, give us your feedback. We want to know, are you offended by the video? Do you agree with us? And let us know why. Please comment down below and let us know what you think in your opinion.
And don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more from us.